our longest trusted English newspaper since 1898. Now available digitally. Computer, order the Manila Times Digital Edition. Subscribed. Get the Manila Times Digital Edition for less than 2 pesos and 50 centavos per day when you sign up for 1 year. The Manila Times, news source of choice, trusted since 1898.
Greetings! Thank you for lending an ear to the Voice of the Times for Friday, June 24, 2022. For today's editorial, time to give hybrid elections a big push. Now that election fever has ebbed, there are no more excuses for delaying the scrapping of the present voting system and shifting to a more secure, credible, and transparent one. The automated election system, or AES, that has been in place since 2010 has been a flawed experiment that has to end. The AES was not off to an auspicious start in the Philippines. The system was pilot tested during the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, or ARMM, elections in 1996 and 1998 before it was implemented on a nationwide scale in 2010. Even then, critical issues such as lack of transparency and technical glitches had bubbled to the surface. In its primary release in 2013, just before the midterm polls, AES Watch, a poll monitoring organization, came up with a stern reminder. Even if contingency plans were put in place, it is best practice to ascertain the cause of problems observed in an automated system and find resolutions to such problems, not just troubleshoot each problem as it comes. The group's reminder apparently is no struck a resonant chord because the same problems have been cropping up during every election since. Not surprisingly, the Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, has been vocal in defending the system. In its official report on the conduct of 2010 elections, the COMELEC hailed the AES as a qualified success. The system was not perfectly executed exercise, but ultimately did work, the poll agency said. The COMELEC has also been steadfast in fending off claims that its partnership with Smartmatic, its longtime AES service provider, has been mired in controversy. Smartmatic has been there from the very start, helping the COMELEC automate the election process by providing the vote counting machines and related equipment. The COMELEC has stuck with Smartmatic through thick and thin. In 2017, the Department of Justice charged the COMELEC and Smartmatic of altering the script of the COMELEC's transparency server while the results of the 2016 polls were being transmitted. The COMELEC insisted the change was cosmetic and did not affect the results of the election. Last January, the Philippine Cybercrime Investigation and Coordination Center charged the Smartmatic's system has been compromised. Again, COMELEC stood by its partner and gave Smartmatic's vote counting machines the green light for use in the May 9 elections. There were calls at the time, even from some election officials, to drop Smartmatic as AES provider, but they were drowned out in the frenzy of the campaign. Now that the frenzy has subsided, the initiative to improve the voting process appears to be gaining traction. Information technology experts have joined the call for the COMELEC to finally get rid of Smartmatic and lay the groundwork for hybrid elections in 2025. The chairman of the National Citizens Movement for Free Elections, or NAMFREL, Augusto Lagman, suggests a setup that will entail manual precinct counting for transparency and automated canvassing for speed. Former Information and Communications Technology Undersecretary Eliseo Reyes Jr. agreed with Lagman that a more credible system must be in place for the next midterm polls. Rio also questioned the credibility of the May 9 elections, saying the counting of votes at the precinct level lacked transparency. There are proposals for procedural changes as well, including an audit of SD cards by citizens group as a safeguard against tampering. At least 8 measures are pending in Congress that propose hybrid elections. Particularly interesting is Senate Bill 1950, which merges the salient features of 3 earlier proposals. Under SB 1950, voters will still feed their ballots to the machine, but the ballots will be manually counted when the polls close. The counting machines will still print copies of election returns, which will be transmitted electronically. The results of the manual count however, will be delivered to the district or provincial canvassing centers. The Comelec will also accredit groups that want to live stream the manual vote count. If changes to the election process have to be made, they have to be made now. Get them implemented in 2025. Otherwise, we'll be stuck in the same rut we've been in for the past 12 years. And that's the editorial for Friday, June 24, 2022. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and listen to the voice of the Times.